This is a math game called Low Score, and it's a good game to practice fractions, actually. The point of this game is to try to be the person with the lowest overall score, and there's a little bit more to the scoring that you can read about on my website at www.cupofcoco.com, but I just want to give you an overview of what the game looks like. Before we start, here are some special card values you need to know about. Jokers are worth 0, so this is your best card because you're trying to get the lowest score. All face cards, such as jacks, queens, and kings, are worth half of a point, so those are also really good cards. And finally, aces are worth just 1, so that's also a really good card. All the rest of the cards are worth their face value, so 10 would be the highest card. Okay, so I'm going to show you the game. This will be my playing area. This will be my imaginary friend Bob and my imaginary friend Jane. And so I'm going to deal out 4 cards to each person. Now, at this point, you have to keep the cards face down, and you cannot look at your own cards yet. Once everybody's cards are dealt, there's a draw pile in the middle. Out of my 4 cards, I can choose to arrange it like this or like this, however I want, to help me remember where my cards are. It's a little bit of a game of memory. So I like to arrange my cards like this and just look at 2 of my cards. Whoa, I have 2 really good cards. These are both worth half a point each. So right now, my score is 1 plus whatever these are. And these are mystery cards for me. I can't Bob's going to look at 2 of his cards, and Jane's going to look at 2 of her cards, and none of us knows what each other's cards are. And now the game begins. What I want to do is try to swap out cards until I think I have the lowest score out of all of us, and then I'll call out low score. And if I really do have the lowest score, then I win. So my first decision is here. Do I want this 4, or do I want to take from the draw pile and get a surprise card? Well, let's see. I've decided that 4 is a pretty good card, so I'm just going to take it this time, actually. I'm going to take this, and I'm not going to trade it for either of these because these are both really low cards, and I'm going to have to take a chance on one of these cards. I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping it's higher than a 4. So once I've taken it, I have to put it down, and let's see. Oh no! I gave up the joker. That was a gamble, and I lost out. But that's really good for Bob because Bob can choose between this card or the mystery card, and of course he's going to take the joker. And so he's already looked at these 2 cards, and he's decided he wants to keep them, so he's going to do his mystery card and see. And once you've decided, you can't go back. And so this is actually a really good card. But this is an even better one, but he probably wishes he had swapped out something else. And then it's Jane's turn. And she decides she wants the ace, and she's going to swap it out for this one. And she finds out that hers is a 7. That was a really good trade for her. Okay, it's my turn. I remember that this is my 4, and these are cards I want to keep. I don't want the 7 because it's higher than all of my cards, so I'm going to go for the mystery pile now. Ooh, it's a joker. I definitely want that. And I'm going to swap it out and get rid of my 4 because I know which one that is. And at this point, I'm starting to feel like I have a pretty low score, but I'm not totally sure, so we're going to keep going. Bob decides to take this card, and he doesn't want it in exchange for any of his cards because it's the worst one, so he just gives it up. Jane looks at this card, and she says, oh, I don't want the 8. All of my cards are lower than an 8, so she leaves it. I don't want the 8 either, so I'm going to go for the mystery card. It's a 4. I don't know what this one is, but I'm really curious, so I'm just going to swap it out, and I'm going to hope that it's higher than a 4. It's a 10. Hooray! And now I'm pretty sure this is a pretty good hand, so I'm going to call out low score. And at this point, the whole game stops, and everybody flips over their cards and calculates their total. My total, for example, is half plus a half, which is 1, plus 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 0. So my total score is 5. Bob flips over his cards, and he has 9 plus 0 plus a half, so 9 and a half. And 18. So I really did have the lowest score, so I get a really good score, and Bob has 2nd place and Jane has 3rd place. And they basically just add the total number of points that they have to their cumulative score. And that's it. Low score.